Welcome everyone. I think we'll get started. Don't get too cozy. We're going to split you into 3 groups and we'll split you by grade level, and you're going to go through a few of our classrooms. Mrs. Scudder, Susie Scudder is here tonight, and Ms. Friedland is also here, and Chris Slattery is just coming in right now. So those will be the 3 stations that you'll go to. You know, the title of tonight's presentation is why do we no longer carry the one? Has not changed. The way that we hope and expect students to understand math has changed. I don't know if any of you are on Facebook, but there's a lot of Common Core posts going around the standard algorithm or the standard problem, and then they'll show a way to solve the problem, and there are people saying, what in the world are they teaching our kids? Why can't we just do it the way that we all know how to do it? In response to that, we might say which method shows a deeper understanding of math. Looking at one of those methods, does one of the methods look like the student may have a calculator and problem and simply wrote the answer under the bar? Or can you see their thinking right down on the page? So hopefully you'll get a better sense of some tools that you can use at home. You won't leave here an expert tonight on everyday math and how to you know, solve all of your children's problems at home that they're bringing home for homework, but hopefully you'll get a better understanding of, quote, the new math. And we just want to say in general that math has not changed. It's still the same. So a little bit on my background. I taught in the district for 11 years before becoming principal here at Elm Lawn. I student taught at Elm Lawn in 2002, right across the hallway here with Mrs. Landsman. George Mavrolis was the principal here at that time. And since then, I taught math in the district for 11 years. I taught 4th grade and 5th grade math at the same time in the same classroom to 4th graders and 5th graders. I taught 5th grade math, and then I taught 6th grade math for 9 years. And I was also part of our district curriculum renewal committee for 6 through 12. And what we noticed, and I'll give you an example, is when I was coaching high school track at Middleton High School, I would ask some of my juniors and seniors, I would say, well, how's your math class going? Because I was on this curriculum renewal committee. And they would say, oh, you know, I don't have a clue of what's going on. I'm struggling. I don't even know what questions to ask my teacher half the time. And I would follow up by saying, what grade are you getting in your class? And they would say, I'm getting an A right now. And that's what we noticed with students, is that they were able to do math, but they didn't feel like they understood math. There was a big disconnect. So what we're trying to do district-wide, and I think across the United States, is to really get at that understanding of math concepts. So I became a teacher of using CPM. It's College Prep Math. It is a nonprofit out of California. It's been around for over 30 years. It's written by teachers for teachers. And what we noticed is students are expected to think. And they're expected to put their thinking down on the page. I always told my 6th graders, I can't climb inside your head. That's a little too creepy. I can't see how you solve the problem. So you have to represent your thinking on paper. With that, we would tell students you could use numbers and symbols to solve a problem. You could use words to solve a problem. You could use a diagram to solve a problem. And in fact, if you can explain your thinking in multiple ways, that might help others understand what it is that you're thinking. So that's a little bit of a background. I taught CPM for 3 years, and I get excited over curriculum and over math, and I was hired as a teacher trainer for CPM, so I was training teachers how to teach CPM. So that's not an advertisement for CPM, but I think it gives you a bigger picture of where our district is at and where we're at in education in general with the Common Core standards of mathematical practice. You're going to learn more about the standards of mathematical practice tonight. It's basically is how do we view a strong math student? What are they able to do? What is a mathematician able to do? How are they able to think? How are they able to critique the thinking of others? How are they able to use the right tool to solve a problem? So you'll be exposed to those standards tonight, and I hope that will give you a good idea of where math is heading right now. So we're going to split you into 3 different groups, and we're glad to see everyone here tonight. Just a reminder that Go Nuts for Donuts is tomorrow, also sponsored by our PTO. We also have a literacy night in November, so we hope to see you all there again. And last, the PTO is sponsoring a float. Can we call it a float? Okay, a float. I'm looking at the camera. They're going to think I'm asking the people watching. They're sponsoring a float in the Middleton Homecoming Parade. And the float will begin near Clark Street Community School. We'll go around the block, I believe, and it will end at Brighton Bach Stadium at Middleton High School, where they'll have inflatables for the kids to play in and that kind of stuff. So we are going to have a Elm Lawn float. So encourage your child to attend, please. Wear their Elm Lawn gear, and we'll be decorating the 15-passenger shell van that we call the Ice Box with Elm Lawn spirit. So we will be there. Hopefully our eagle will make an appearance for the first time. So right now, if you could please just raise your hand, and you can choose, if you have multiple children in our building, which grade level you'll go with. Can you raise your hand if you're K or first grade, kindergarten or first grade parents? Okay, how about second grade? And third? And fourth? So I think our 3 groups will be K1, will be 2, 3, did that look about right?
Just 2.
Just 2, and then 3, 4. Okay, thanks for the backup. So this is Mrs. Scudder, Ms. Friedland is here, and also Mrs. Slattery, and they'll tell you where to go. So our K1 group, where would we like them to go? And what room number is that? 316? Yeah, we moved 19 classrooms and 9 offices this summer, so we've got some new room numbers to memorize. So you'll take them to 316, so our kindergarten and first grade parents, you can head out.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. See you tomorrow.